get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gon' turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, yeah. Tell 'em turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last one and a courtesy call. I am not afraid.
Arm yourself, America. Defenders Live is, well, live.
And you sound really far away. What the heck's going on, man?
I have no earthly idea. I was breathing into it and everything. I'm like, oh, I'm too close, and I'm not too close.
No, you're way far away. Come on.
What happened? I'm there. It's Friday, baby.
It is Friday. It is Friday.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
Yes.
Oh, thank you guys for tuning in so much. Go to doaeshow.com for everything that is Defenders Live. You can get all the gear. You can get shirts similar to the one I am wearing. You can get mugs similar to the cup that Steven is drinking from. You can get leggings. You can get sports bras. You can get the official Jack Hold Nation shirts.
And sports bras.
And sports bras. And mugs. And
a tank top.
And a tank top. And yes. I had a hoodie made. I don't know how popular it's going to be. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see how it works.
We'll see. I'm going to model it and we'll see.
Is it going to be with or without the leggings?
Yeah, apparently I'm as punishment for my being gone, leaving Steven hanging. In case none of you are aware, I am being forced to wear leggings.
Yes.
The official DOAE show.
Leggings. It'll have the eagle on one side and the principles above privilege on the other.
Recommend that y'all don't eat.
Right
and
before
look at these pictures on your own. Under being, but just know you're being warned. You've been warned.
I will post them on the MeWe.
Oh, dear God, yeah, they'll be there. It'll be everywhere. What do you know it? Make sure you also go to mojo50.com for everything that is Mojo Radio. This is where we hang out exclusively.
Yes.
Show them some love. Mm-hmm, get the 5 rules. Hang them up. Teach them to your kids.
Exactly.
Good stuff.
Best things
Get
you
geared.
can do.
Shirts and mugs and all that jazz.
Your shirts and mugs.
Shirts and mugs and glasses and stuff. Anyway, before we get this thing started, we want to talk about Nostalgia.
Ooh.
Nostalgia, wild rice from the backwoods of Minnesota. It's cold up there.
Yeah, it is.
It's very cold up there. Very cold up there, and those guys are suffering from a teensy bit of cabin fever. They have nothing better to do with their time, and so they need something to keep their hands busy. As they say, idle hands are the devil's work. So they need work to do. Give them a call. Sign up there. Go to mojowildrice.com. Use the promo code SPRING10, and you will get 10% off of the entire website.
Ooh.
All of it. That includes the wild rice products, the pepper jams, beer, jellies, whipped honeys, all the other amazing products that are out there. Make sure you go back there, like I said, to I lost my train of thought there for a second. Sorry, I got hungry. I was on an empty stomach. Go to mojowildrice.com. Spring10 is the promo code. Gets 10% off the entire website. Jay and Lori will appreciate it, and so will we. All right. It's Friday.
It is Friday.
It is Friday. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
It has been another week.
F.
Yes.
All right.
One of my children are now 5 years old.
Do what now?
My second child is now 5.
I remember when she was born.
I know.
Holy smokes, man!
So do I. It's amazing.
I would hope so. You live there. That would be a little awkward if you'd went like, I don't remember a damn thing.
I really don't know.
I hear it was great. I
heard it was a fun time.
I had a ball. She was a little upset, but I had a ball. There you go.
Thank you.
Well, happy birthday to her.
Exactly.
From all of us.
And no one will ever hear that.
No. Before we get on with the hijinks and shenanigans that is Defenders Live, we have to do our due diligence and bring you some legit news.
Yes.
Updates, blah, blah, blah. Off the wire. Federal judge in L.A. dismisses Stormy Daniels' hush money suit against Trump. Does anybody care?
No.
Does anybody really, really care?
I mean, it's good. It's good.
I mean, it is. It's the only thing out of this that throws me for a little bit is that it's out of L.A.
Yeah.
And I know there's pockets in California that are pro-Trump, but L.A. I know it's big, but Not sure. I didn't think so. But that's about it. That's all I've got for that. Unless you want to add, we can roll on. Because you have the next story that is more towards your liking, I think.
Yeah. I think we're good. I think we're that's fine with that. I'm good with that topic.
We touched it where we need to, and we're done.
Yeah, just like Trump touched it where he needed to. There you go. And then he finished. He touched and went. It's a touch and go. It's a very touchy touch and go.
Pick our clothes up and we walk out the door, leave the money on the nightstand.
Yes, and by that I mean $130,000 of hush money.
Hey. So everybody has a price, and hers is just a tad steep.
Sometimes.
Or cheap if you look at it from the angle of she's a porn star.
I mean, yeah, maybe. But then again, everybody else has been in there.
Oh, that's true. Probably should have been paying him. Anyway.
Wow. No thanks. So, there's this British rapper. His name is Zuby.
Zuby. And it's... Okay. It's better than some of the other ones that have popped out around here lately.
You know, like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah,
It's better than that. You know, tattoos all over your face of sixes and nines.
Tell me he doesn't look like Rainbow Bright threw up all over him.
He does. He looks exactly like that. It's Rainbow Bright threw up on him, and then somebody etched a bunch of sixes and nines on his face as a joke.
You know where the sixes and nines came from?
Where?
My Little Pony ran across, trampled him to death.
Oh, yes. That's right. It's the hoof prints. That's all it is.
It is the hoof prints.
He was trying to make sure that he could cover up the hoof prints. All right.
They're trying to get the hell out of there.
It's probable. It is probable. But then again, if it was anywhere close to Al Gore or Sarah Jessica Parker, those hoof prints would be much bigger. They'd be much, much bigger. The British rapper, briefly, and I say briefly identified as a female, in order to break a weightlifting record just to prove a point.
And what point would that be, Steven?
Well, he says, and quote, "I keep hearing about how biological men don't have any physical strength advantage over women in 2019. So watch me destroy the British women's deadlift record without even trying. P.S. I identified as a woman while lifting the weights. Don't be a bigot." And then he posted a video of it on the Twitters.
Boom.
Boom. And he did. He lifted the deadlift record. What was it? Crap. It didn't actually say what the deadlift record was, so I didn't actually look into it. It's not in there. I'm not even going to try and go into that, so not a big deal. Here's the thing.
Point is, he beat it.
He beat it without really thinking about it. All he had to do was lift, and he did it. And it wasn't a problem. It wasn't even an issue. It looks like he picked up the weight, and just walked off. That's literally what he did.
It's almost like he's done this a time or 12 before.
He went there, he lifted the weight, he put it back down, and then he walked away. And then he became a man again.
And what's wrong with that?
Well, apparently nothing is wrong with that if you believe in the PC culture and society that we are today.
Oh, that's true.
Nothing at all is wrong with that.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, except for it's a mockery of the real transgender females that have tried. Oh, they only want to have a fair shake. Thank you. I was waiting. I was like,
sorry. It took me a second. I was drinking my coffee and everything. Hit me at the wrong moment there. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. You had a mouthful of liquid. He didn't want to have time to ring the bell.
I rang the bell preeminently to that one, so. I knew it was coming. And
there you go.
That was it. A man. See, he says, quote, "A man can decide to be a female, take hormones if required by whatever sporting organization is concerned, win everything in sight, and perhaps earn a small fortune, and then reverse his decision to go back to making babies if he so desires." She originally said. Quote.
I love how just for the article's sake, they keep referring to him still as a she.
Yeah, exactly.
When he was just being
he was being a douche, and it was
yes.
It's good. It was perfect. This is
douche level 12. Like, all right,
the man did the right thing.
Yes, and they still are like, well, we're gonna call him a she. Shut up.
Well, see, and here's the thing, Erica, you make a good point. You don't have to make a mockery out of transgender females; they just are.
Touché.
Okay.
Touché.
I gotcha. But you also don't have to allow them into female sports, especially when right before they were doing the female sports, they were competing as men. and doing like 4th and 5th place in men's finals, and then going to the female round just to go first place.
It doesn't make any sense because, like in any sport, let's talk about baseball. Okay, a lot of guys were always getting in trouble for steroids and taking. What's the difference between this and a transgender female going to a women's league of some kind? Let's say the WNBA, which again I know when I went from baseball to basketball, but same concept. Somebody who went to college and whose dream has been to play in the NBA, and he'll never make it. He tries and never gets taken. And finally he just goes, you know what? I know. Just get the bell ready. There's a lot of them. He waits to get taken, and finally he goes, you know what? This is not going to work anymore. So he just goes and decides he's going to be a girl.
Yes.
Goes through all of the crap, all of the testings, all of the
hormones,
the changes, and the hormones and the crapola, and then walks onto the WNBA and dominates.
Yes.
How is that okay?
It's not.
Well, but apparently it is because it happens.
Yes.
It just happened here. This guy's just like, happened. I'm going to lift it and go.
I'm going to lift and go. Lift and separate. And Erica.
Tape that up and go.
Yes, exactly. Erica asks, are we going to see trans gymnasts in Olympics?
I bet you.
Yes. There is no bet. There is no guess.
But I think the over-under is how soon. Yeah.
Back to Tekashi 69 with the over-under. Oh. But yeah, so
yeah.
I hesitate a little bit when talking about that, but at the same point in time, you have to understand, why did this guy do it? To prove a point. And what was the point? A man is still a man is still a man is still a man. No matter what you do to your physical outward appearance, a man is a man is a man is a man.
Yep. You put a Coke into a water bottle, it's still a Coke.
Right. You put a Coke into a Pepsi can, still a Coke.
Yeah. You put a Coke into a toilet,
still a Coke.
Still a Coke.
It's just in the toilet.
It's just in the I wouldn't recommend slurping it out of there, but hey. I don't know. I thought I had a great idea where it was going, and then
it went into the toilet. That's where it went.
In the toilet. My analogy went with the joke.
Yeah, exactly. And that's you terrible ideas. Terrible ideas. You shouldn't do that. But what you guys should do is you should go to Patriot Mobile today. If you go to Patriot Mobile today, that is America's only conservative cell phone company. They're doing the exact opposite of everybody else, and by that I mean supporting liberal gun grabbing policies, gun control, abortion laws, and policies that are going to crush the border and the stalemate over there and all of that other mess. It's simple to switch to Patriot Mobile, guys. You can join the thousands of Americans using Patriot Mobile and get reliable nationwide coverage and watch your hard-earned dollars fight for the First and Second Amendments, your border securities, and the sanctity of life. It's veteran-led. All the money that you give, a portion of that gets donated to conservative causes like the Heritage Foundation, the NRA, the Susan B. Anthony List. And switching is easy, okay? Switching is super freaking simple. They've got unlimited talk and text plans starting as low as $20 a month. That's without data. But if you need more motivation, just mention the promo code DOC. That's D-O-C, DOC, D-O-C. When you call them at 1-800-A-PATRIOT. Or if you visit them online, go to patriotmobile.com/DOC, D-O-C, and you can get 2 activation fees waived on the spot when you talk to them. It's good times.
Promo code DOC.
Promo code DOC.
D-O-C.
That's it. patriotmobile.com /
Promo code DOC.
Mm-hmm.
D-O-C.
So, New Jersey?
Yes. We're going to Jersey.
Hey, New Jersey.
Gonna hang out at Jersey there. There's some people are complaining in the schools that kids are no longer gonna be able to take limos to prom.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It is unequal. It is unfair.
What is unequal and unfair?
Hold on, I'm not done with the chant.
Oh.
And it is unfair is unacceptable. Okay.
Oh, is there some sort of chant or something? Wait, come on.
Kind of. It's a little weird.
Sure.
From Red State. Therefore, Lakeland Regional High School this year, no students will be allowed to take a limousine to prom. Because fair is fair, and the way we accomplish it is to make everything crappier.
Yes.
This is a quote from the article. I love this person. Who is this?
Alex Parker.
Alex Parker. You're my
Yes.
hero.
Over on the Red State.
No luxury cars either. Also, no cars, no trucks, no dune buggies. Basically, there's no basically to it. According to New Jersey's 101.5, because that's where everyone goes for their news in Jersey.
Sure.
Students will have to fork over $15 for a bus ride.
Wait, what?
That chaperoned to get to and from prom.
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
The school is forcing the kids to get on a double Dutch bus.
Yep.
And they're forcing them to pay for the ticket to get on the bus?
Yes. On top of the tuxes, the gowns, the
tickets for the prom and
tickets for the prom, the flowers, whatever else goes. I never went to
they
prom.
do understand
so
who pays for this, right?
I'm sorry?
The kids don't pay for this. They understand who pays for this, right?
No, who would be paying for this, Steven?
The
It says
parents.
The kids right there. What?
Of course, this is New Jersey, so I'm sure they either have a ton of money or absolutely none.
Yeah.
There is no in-between in Jersey.
Yeah, there isn't none.
There isn't
and the
none.
best part about this is this ride is this bus ride takes approximately 45 minutes.
Wow.
So these kids are going to get gussied up. They're going to get the tuxes on and the dresses and the hair did, and they're going to be crammed with 60 to 80 other people in a bus.
In a double-decker bus.
45 minutes. Just to get
sweating their balls off in a bus.
Just to go to a gymnasium to listen to crappy music or a horrible band and stand around awkwardly staring at each other while they attempt to drink punch.
And possibly dancing.
Possibly.
But mainly just swaying back and forth during the slow songs and then stepping away and talking with each other awkwardly.
Indeed. One of the students, Alex Barnett, told CBS New York, quote, "It stinks.
Duh.
Limo party. It's the best part of the night. For some kids, it's their first time being in a limo, and that's exciting."
Yeah, of course it is.
I don't know. I've never been in a limo.
I have.
But apparently, he's a guy, and he's white.
Oh.
So what does he know?
I don't know.
The school superintendent, Hugh Beatty, assured ABC 7, it's all about the good stuff. Quote, we've made the decision based on the concern over the safety of all of our students and in providing equity for providing equity for all students so that they all could enjoy a shared, quote, prom experience despite socioeconomic status and based on the success that other districts have demonstrated utilizing this practice. District wants to ensure that all students have the equal opportunity to share in a positive, safe, and memorable school prom experience, end quote. Oh, it'll be memorable. All right.
Yes, it'll be very memorable. And Erica brings up a good point. See, when it comes to equitable, equal across the board, she says, so what about the girls wearing designer dresses? Must everyone now wear a dress from Target?
Ooh, no, I think everyone should have to make their own.
Or should they all wear the exact same dress?
Well, at some point,
you can't be different. Look, you can't be different.
No, you can't. You're absolutely right.
They can't be different. They can't have better dresses than others. And some people have better talent at making dresses.
Well, here's what I find funny is they're like, we're trying to avoid the whole the socioeconomic status differences. Okay. You're not going to notice that when, like you said, just outside the dresses and the tuxes. But what about when the bus pulls up in front of one house,
right,
and it goes to a swanky, gated
neighborhood? This is where that rich kid lives.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Now they know where you live. Are you stupid?
Do you really want to handle that?
Apparently, they think this is just a novel idea.
Sure. That sounds great.
Jersey, you're stupid.
Yes.
I hate New Jersey. Well, did I tell you about my experience with New Jersey real fast?
No.
Went to New York about 2 years ago, and I drove through Jersey. And we were coming out, I think it was coming out of Delaware. And I'm like, everybody's like, we're hungry. We're like, well, all right, we're almost into Jersey. We'll stop and get Taco Bell in Jersey. Let's just cross the line.
Sure, cross the line.
Cross the line. And I go down the road.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the day I just discovered exactly what a turnpike is. Because all I know is I'm seeing Taco Bell signs. I'm like, oh, look, it's over there on the other side of that concrete barrier. Where's the exit? There's no exit. It literally took us 45 minutes to drive 3 miles and cost me $60 in tolls.
Yes. 3 miles.
I hate New Jersey.
3 miles, $60.
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
New Jersey is everything that TV makes it out to be.
No, Erica. They have not seen Pretty in Pink. No, they haven't. Yes, Nicole, this is socialism. Good catch.
Because nothing says prom like Molly Ringwald.
Yes. Nothing says prom like any John Hughes film. Any John Hughes film ever made.
They're all the same.
16
it's the same
Candles,
music. It's the same.
Pretty in Pink.
Sweet 16 Candles.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said 16 Candles. Did you know that's the first thing I said?
I was laughing too hard, so there was that goofy little delay between us. It was like shutting you down. I didn't hear anything.
No, okay. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It is. All right, so we're going to stay in New Jersey because it's so fun.
Sure. See, New Jersey...
New Jersey.
Jersey has a big, what do you call it?
I don't know.
Big taint.
Judging by the headline on this, it could be
New Jersey has a big taint to it. A very enlarged taint.
Is it a purple taint?
It is a multicolored taint. Very, very colorful taint, but at the same point in time, very, very dark.
Slightly smelly. It's got a smelly underbelly. Is that what you're saying?
Probably. Yes. Probably so.
Nasty.
I would have to say that the underbelly of the taint that is New Jersey smells horribly of fish and rotting carcass.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's just wrong. Just wrong. We somewhat have touched on this, I think, briefly, or another story similar to this of them talking about this. But Thursday, Governor Phil Murphy signed into law a mandate for the state's public schools to teach LGBT history.
Sure.
Now, I'm going to stop right there. My first question, what the hell does that mean?
Well,
what is LGBT history?
Well, it's taking the history that we already know and then turning everybody gay.
But okay, and forgive me, homeschooler thought here. But wasn't the point of learning history to learn about the history and not about the sexual orientation of the people involved? Because I thought we were learning about, like, you know, the Revolutionary War, we were learning about the founding of our country, not whether or not one or several of the founding fathers may have had an interest in men.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, you do have Aunt Nancy and Miss Fancy.
Yeah, but
they were American politicians.
I got that. But again, who cares?
Nobody cares.
Like, I don't understand why this has to be so important. Why does this have to be an issue? Why do we have to? What you do in the bedroom or what someone else does in the bedroom, how does that determine who you are? Like, it's pretty sad to me that we go from judging people by the color of their skin. We've completely abandoned the judging them by their character, which is what we should be doing. And now we're judging people by sexual preference.
And color and
all that other
accused gender.
Ginger.
Yes.
Well, it's ginger.
If you are a redhead, you are a horrible person. I don't mean that. I don't mean that to any of you. I promise. You're lovely, lovely people.
Sure.
Before we go on the commercial break, Kevin John over on Facebook says, "Smells of fish and rotting carcass." Well, sure, it smells nice. It smells like that nice in the rich areas. But what about the rest of the state? With that, we'll be right back. Boom.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
Get that douche. Taint. It was all
Scud.
planned it. I planned it.
You planned it, or you planted it?
Yeah, it's whatever you heard.
Sure.
It's whatever you heard.
Yes, Eric, that's exactly what we're talking about. You know, exactly why does your sexuality define you? Is that all you are? No, it's not even a portion of, it's not really a big portion of what you are at all.
Okay, family history time. God, this is actual segment. I love this. Okay.
Good job. Good job, Nicole.
I love you. This is the sand jar that my wife and I did when we renewed our vows back last August.
When you were neutered?
Yeah.
In vows?
For the second time. This time she volunteered to do it. She actually wanted to do it a second time. First time was more of a shotgun thing. The second time she actually chose to, so it's special.
She chose to neuter you?
Let's see, it's pretty. It's got her sandwich, the blue one, and my sandwich, the brown one, and it's supposed to be God is the white sand, and it's a mixture of all of us, and as long as we don't shake it, it stays pretty.
So you have brown sand.
Yes. Yes. How now, thou brown cow?
All right.
I thought it was funny, and I'm going to stick to it.
Sure. Let's do that. It works. I'm sure.
It does.
I'm sure.
It does.
And it's in
I
layers.
did realize I'm going to have to really dig deep on some of the stuff now.
Yeah, you are.
This game is getting serious.
You're going to have to go into like the other room and grab stuff.
I'm good. I'm down.
I think you got this.
We're pulling all kinds of junk out.
It'll be like a video game console or something. What is that behind you? Oh, this is an old...
It's an original 64.
An original PlayStation 64. An old Nintendo. All right, hold on.
And welcome back, y'all. Defenders Live. It's Friday.
It is Friday.
It's Friday. Oh, and everybody's talking about my mason jar. Look, that's the good mason jar that I get to keep in front of everybody. My mason jars stay in my fridge. And yes, Jeremy, mine are also mine are clear.
Yes. See, I don't keep mason jars.
It has cinnamon in it, but
yeah, I don't keep mason jars. I leave that to my father-in-law, and he makes them and then puts them in old vodka bottles and rum bottles. So,
nice.
Yeah, he reuses vodka and rum bottles.
Nice.
Distills his own too.
Yeah, you told me about that. You still won't let me meet him.
There's a point to that.
Being an alcoholic before the show's over with.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Anyway.
So, okay, before we go on, we have talked about one of our sponsors. So why not talk about Tar River Arms?
Why not talk about Tar River Arms? Tar River Arms is like the greatest place ever. Completely revolutionary. As homeschooling speaking, completely revolutionized how you buy guns because it is America's first virtual gun store, making it easier and more comfortable than ever to purchase your firearms online. You can do it in your jammy pants on the couch, and it's amazing. Modernizing the online firearm sales for the next generation. And those of you that prefer the brick and mortar, get over yourself. This is 2019. Everything's done now. Get over it. Get over it. So many weekly specials, so many things going on. It is veteran-owned and veteran-run. Great guns, great prices, great service. Don't forget that customers can now pay in payments at traguns.com using something other than credit cards. You can also do a layaway. You can do all kinds of little things. So much stuff going on, consignment options, and so much more. www.traguns.com. Use Steven.
Dot what?
Huh?
Dot what?
.com. Com. C-O-M. Com. .com.
All right.
I didn't
really
say that. How
British
dare
accent.
you?
That's a really bad British accent.
Sir.
It's horrible.
Oh, I was trying to mix two different sides of England. But anyway, traguns.com. Go there now. Tell them Mojo sent you.
Yes.
We love Tar
because
River
we did.
Arms.
And that's the best way to go.
Yes.
Over on the MeWe pages, the only one that I can find that is pertaining to the show, Tower of Babel Jackhole says, you should try being a truck driver in Jersey.
No,
we're okay. We are okay with that.
No, I'm good. I've been a truck driver, and I'm okay with that part. But yeah, you're not getting me into. I won't go to. At this point, you couldn't pay me to go to Jersey. Not even a little bit.
Speaking of great bottomless holes and pits, scientists have finally completed one of the most detailed explorations inside of the Great Blue Hole. Nobody understands what that is, and that's okay. See, there's this.
Well, that sounds like something you'd find on Nancy Pelosi. Hey ho!
Oh. Well, see, there was this giant sinkhole that happened on the coast of Belize.
Something else you'd find in Nancy Pelosi.
And this sinkhole extends 125 meters into the Earth's crust, and they've called it the Great Blue Hole. Why? Because it's very dark blue. Makes sense, right?
There's so many things going on there, but continue.
Okay, continuing on. You see, they've decided that most people couldn't actually go down to the very bottom because of how deep it was. And finally, they created a submarine that could be manned by 2 people. And they went down and did 3D mapping of all of the areas and locations. And as they did such, they also found that there were multiple layers to the Great Blue Hole. You see, there's a top layer that has all of the, from 90 meters and up, has all the things that you would normally see. You know, the fish, the blah, 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 the sharks, and all the reef sharks and all the animals. After that, there's a layer of poisonous liquid. And then underneath that layer of poisonous liquid, there is absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
It is death. It is complete death in sand. Not even the coral reef lives underneath the giant cloud
of death,
of death liquid underneath.
Death liquid vapor stuff, yeah.
At the very bottom, they found a couple divers who had originally tried to go as deep as they could. They informed the police about it, and they found a couple other things, like a GoPro camera.
I wonder if they kept that camera.
They were actually able to pull all the pictures from it. Somebody lost it in their vacation time. So that's good to go. Yay!
Yay for them.
Yay
I do find this a little bit I don't know. I'm happy with this story because you haven't touched on it yet, but it's coming. So what's happened is they mentioned in the little video about how the hole is actually closing itself up.
Yes.
How sand is constantly falling in from the edges and basically filling in its hole.
Yes.
And what I find oddly comforting about this is this is just kind of proof that even if there is such a thing as global warming or climate change or whatever, as the progressives like to throw around.
Yes.
The part that I like is that this shows that the world is big enough and has been taking care of itself. It's doing it here. There's that level of
the world is fixing itself.
Yes, it is fixing itself. It is covering in the hole. Eventually, the hole is going to fill up to where that cloud is and beyond. It'll push that stuff up. It'll dissipate, and it'll all be gone, and it'll be completely taken care of without any assistance whatsoever of the all-knowing human being.
Right.
And it brings me joy.
It is.
Just it's kind of, for me, it's God showing everybody that we're still stupid.
Look, I made it work.
Yes, I made this world. I knew what I was doing. Stop it.
Yep.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Shut up. Anyway.
So we go from the taint of the East Coast to Belize, where there's the Great Blue Hole.
Heyo.
And now, I think it's
everyone's
time.
favorite state.
No, I think it's time for what most of you would call the Friday leftovers.
And these are leftovers. I will admit, before we go into this, now I know where Doc come up with this.
I know.
Because in doing this daily show, we have found stuff. And we're like, oh, we need to talk about this. And then as the day would go on, things would change, and we would push it back, and we would push him back, and we would push him back. It makes perfect sense now. I thought it was just a gag, like a gimmick. No. This is legit. So anyway,
yeah. Well, let's just put it this way: when we did only 2 days a week, we didn't have leftovers. No, because we only planned for 2 days a week. Now we're planning for every day, and things pile.
Yeah, quick.
Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak. I thought holes normally got bigger and looser at DOAE show.
Especially in DOAE show leggings.
Oh, that's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to be hammered for it, too, because I'm not doing that junk sober and willingly.
Yes, you will.
Not sober. Excuse me.
So these are your Friday leftovers.
Yes, everything that we could not get to or did not get to.
First up.
Here they are now. Our favorite. So a man tries to fly home with an RPG in his checked bag. Transportation Security Administration officers in Pennsylvania, the Lee Valley International Airport, received an unusual surprise Monday when luggage belonging to a man flying home to Florida set off an alarm as it went through the checked bag security. Upon further inspection by the TSA, the offending bag was revealed to be a disassembled rocket-propelled grenade, a familiar adversarial weapon encountered by many veterans of U.S. or the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Wow. So they actually identified it quickly?
Quickly, yeah. Indeed. The St. Augustine, Florida man was subsequently taken into a confined inspection area where he told airport security that he was under the impression he could bring the checked RPG on the plane. It was checked. They always say if you're going to bring a weapon on board, you have to check it.
Yes.
Okay? You have to check it.
Yes.
And he did. He put it in his bag to put under the plane for it to be checked. That's what he did.
So he brought a weapon, but he put it in his checked luggage because he had to check it in.
He took it apart.
He took it apart. It wasn't going to blow up or anything like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. No big deal, right?
Yeah. Sure. Quote, personal items such as deodorant, hairspray, nail polish, perfume, and certain medicines are permitted in baggage in limited quantities, United Airlines baggage policy states. But nowhere in there does it obviously mention anything about a disassembled RPG.
Ooh.
For some reason, it was left off the list, and we don't know why.
I mean, who doesn't carry around a disassembled RPG at all times?
I mean, I've got one in an Odyssey right now.
Right
now. Park in my parking spot. Heifer, you saw my blinker.
I've got an RPG in the trunk, and I'm not afraid to go assemble it right now.
My son's sitting in the front seat. Do I do it, Daddy? No, you wait. Wait till you see the white of her eyes.
Then click the trigger.
Pull that trigger and scream, America! Okay.
America!
So, from Florida, we move on to Arizona.
Oh, no. Stop.
No.
No.
You don't want to do Arizona?
No. We're going back to New Jersey.
The country, bringing the humor and stupidity that is.
Back to New Jersey.
That's right.
In Hackensack, New Jersey, police in New Jersey say footprints in the snow led them from a crashed, stolen car to a man suspected of stealing said car. Hackensack police.
How do you think they figured that out?
I don't know. Footprints, they say. Hackensack Police Captain Peter Bisciglio.
Nailed it. Hashtag like a native.
Like a native. Says the 23-year-old suspect was arrested on motor vehicle theft and resisting arrest charges on Saturday. New Jersey, NorthJersey.com reports the victim told police he left his car running with the keys in the ignition when it was stolen. Authorities say the victim got into a company car and pursued the suspect until he crashed and fled on foot. Responding officers tracked down the suspect by following his footprints in the snow. Dylan, what say you?
Oh, I think to tap back into the doc's criminal tip.
Pro criminal tip number 22635.
Yeah, we've taken it way too so many levels, but 22365 clearly states when running from the police in the snow, you do leave footprints.
Yes.
So you can be easily tracked.
Yes.
Don't steal a car that's running, crash it, and then run on foot.
True.
It's a little lengthy, but nowadays you have to kind of
Don't
clarify
steal a
everything.
car and then run in the snow.
There you go. That's for the abridged version.
22635. 22635. Pro criminal tip number 22635. Do not run in the snow after crashing a vehicle. You will be found.
Mm-hmm. Idiot. Oh, before we move on from there, I've always thought, and I'm because it's homeschooling, I always thought it was hacky sack.
Hacky sack?
I always thought it was
Jersey?
Hacky Sack, New Jersey.
It was Hacky Sack, New Jersey. They
and
play
I
a lot
never
of it
read
there.
it before. I'd never seen it written out, so I just went by people's names, and I hear the accent, and I'm like, Hacky Sack, New Jersey. That's what I thought they were saying, and no, it's Hackensack.
Hackensack. And speaking of cold places, catcoolers.com. It is the one place where you can get rugged coolers that keep your ice cold for up to 7 days. They're made in America, customizable, with 4 separate colors. You can get white, black, yellow, racists, and camouflage. Because sometimes you don't want anybody to see you.
Or see your cooler.
You see, if you use the promo code Steven over at catcoolers.com, you can get 10% off of your purchase. Not only that, but you can fully customize it. Like I said, you can put a Mojo logo on the top. You can put a Defenders logo on the side. Heck, you could even go and put a Jeremy Hansen Unleashed logo on the back end.
I would for correction there. Not you could.
You
I think
should.
The word you're looking for is should.
You should and will.
Very close. But
I
see the mistake.
And will. Catcoolers.com. Catcoolers.com. Promo code Steven. Get 10% off.
Yes. Now.
Arizona.
Former Arizona teacher who last year allegedly molested a 13-year-old student. Had once let another boy stay in the classroom and be a lookout while they did the deed.
Ooh, that's going to leave a mark.
And it did, apparently. Brittany Zamora. Now
Brittany's a
28.
moron?
Yeah, she is a moron. Now 28 years old, former 6th grade teacher allegedly performed sex acts on the student multiple times in her car and her classroom at Las Brasias Academy. I almost said it, Academy.
Like
in Phoenix suburb of Goodyear.
Hashtag like a native.
Hashtag like a native.
That is nowhere close to what that is.
Nope. Parents of the teen who allegedly had the sex romp in class with the teacher, who was 27 at the time, say she should spend life in prison.
Yes.
No, I would argue that if we're going to, if the roles were reversed, if the genders, air quotes, were reversed, if it was a male teacher doing it to a female student, especially at that age, there isn't a guy on this planet, especially of a father of daughters, who would turn around and hesitate to say that they should cut his junk off.
Yes.
And then probably put a 45-cent round into his brain.
Probably.
Okay. Yes. So, all things being equal, this is 2019 after all,
everything has to
today
be
is National Women's Day, isn't it? Or
yes,
International
it is. You're
Women's
right.
Day.
It
so,
is International Women's Day.
In honor of International Women's Day, this heifer should. Well, you can't obviously cut her junk off, but death penalty. Then I mean, if let's play the game, let's ride it all out. Let's be consistent. I think it's fair.
You had about 3 of those in there. Just wanted to. I had to catch up. Both on Facebook and on Twitter. If we go to Facebook real quick, Roz says Izzo should be on the back end. Ding. And over on the Twitter, it says at DOA Show, if their cat cooler has a water spout drain on it, you should put a full size Izzo's penis on the cap.
Yeah, but isn't the cap already on the end of it, making it too big as it is?
Yes.
Okay, so
it's not full size. It's already too big.
It's like that sign on, when you're walking through a grocery store and it shows an advertisement for like a honey bun and says this is not actual size.
I think Roz has a good idea. She says you can weld it shut. No, let's do super glue.
Do a hot glue gun.
Hot glue gun. There we go. We got it. Hot glue gun and a sewing needle.
Super glue. Ooh.
Hot glue gun and a sewing needle.
and not just a regular sewing needle, but like leather. It's like that big around, and the string is yeah.
No, Erica, you got it backwards. He didn't say that. Dylan didn't say death penalty for a 17-year-old boy who was having sex with his teacher.
No,
he was saying
13.
death penalty for a 27-year-old. If this was a guy doing it to a girl, we would say, the guy who would be 27 in this scenario.
Yes.
Doing this to a female student, we would say death penalty and castration in the opposite order.
Yeah, that. Yeah, we're just swapping.
And so if you can't castrate a female, so as such, sew it shut and then murder.
Yes.
No numbing.
Yes. No numbing. Absolutely, Ross. No numbing.
But then again, you also go back to you go back to the 80s and the big hair bands, and you have things like "Hot for Teacher."
This is true.
Where you have songs that specifically talk about, I have a very hot teacher and I'm in my teenage years.
Yes.
And
which is
every
guy's dream almost. Not mine. I was homeschooled and my teacher was my mom, and that's just nasty.
That would not be a good dream unless
it didn't
you're from
apply
West
to me,
Virginia.
but I also didn't go to prom either, so I don't know. I would.
I don't know. Maybe you had an Oedipus complex.
No, I promise you, I did not have an Oedipus complex.
No Jocastas in there? No Jocastas? No Jocastas or Oedipal. Okay. So no Jocastas, no edibles, no like that. And
we're not from West Virginia. I'm okay.
We don't get that way. Awesome.
Ooh.
That is good. Speaking of edibles, not edipals, but edibles.
Edible.
Doc Thompson's Health Challenge. Brad Staggs created this to help improve his health. He wanted to make a challenge that he thought Doc would be proud of, and something that he could bring the entire Mojo 50 community together to heal, to survive, and to thrive. So what he's done, he's created the Doc Thompson Health Challenge. If you go to therichsolution.com, it's a 90-day challenge. It started Monday, but you can still jump in on it. It's still good to go. richsolution.com. If you go to therichsolution.com, it's Gwen Rich that's hosting this. They go through all the instructions, how to take part in this, how to actually go through the challenge. Like I said, it's 90 days to a healthier lifestyle. They go through the 8 obstacles that everyone needs to conquer for your optimum health, things like your diet, your mental attitude, your exercise, stress, sleep, etc. Go check them out. therichsolution.com, therichsolution.com.
Yeah, buddy.
So, Arizona.
Yes.
So we went Florida, Jersey, Arizona, and now
we're gonna go to.
Now I'm in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'm in Cleveland, Ohio.
I thought about that too.
It's a Drew Carey reference. Drew Carey reference, man. It's good times.
Yes. Good times.
So a Cleveland man used an airsoft gun to threaten Taco Bell customers.
It gets funnier every time you read it. I can just see it. Everybody get on the ground. It's
pew 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 pew. It's a pew pew.
It's a pew pew.
It's a pew pew.
The best part about this, however,
is that the customer
didn't like it.
The customer didn't like it, and he decided that he was just going to grab the gun out of his hand and then pistol whip him. Because it does more damage than airsoft little pellets.
Beat down with your own airsoft gun.
The 37-year-old man, who has not yet been charged in Tuesday's incident at the Taco Bell in Euclid Avenue. According to court records, the ambulance took him to the St. Vincent Charity Medical Center to be treated for lacerations on the head and to receive a mental health evaluation, police reports say.
They had to mentally check the man. Dude, you walked in there with an airsoft gun. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yep, that's it.
That is amazing. They shouldn't press charges, though. I think the embarrassment of having your ass beat by a
guy
gun,
with an airsoft gun.
It.
Yeah, pretty much. Taco Bell employees said the man came into the restaurant about 10 p.m., started yelling at a customer. He spit at his feet of several more customers, the police say. The customer confronted the man, who responded by pulling an airsoft gun from his waistband. The customer then overpowered the man, took the gun from him, then used it to pistol whip him several times over the head, then chased him out from the restaurant. He had a very deep gash on his forehead, apparently. It was bleeding profusely.
Well, it just, I mean, what else is there to say? You can't top that.
I think you can top that.
I think I can. I think I can. I might.
You are the little train that could.
I am the train. I have and I did. Okay.
So do
Police in Ossining, New York,
Uh-huh.
were called to a mini mart where they found Blake Leak, 23 years old, trying to break in.
Yes.
They chased Leak through the streets until both cops took a tumble. Seizing the opportunity, Leak sought refuge on the grounds of a large building. The building was the Sing Sing maximum security prison, where he was promptly nabbed by a guard.
Very good job. Very good job.
So I think that topped it just a teensy weensy little bit.
That goes on to another. I would have to say that's another pro criminal tip. Pro criminal tip number 1624. 1624. When you're running from the police, don't run into a maximum security prison.
Yeah, the high fence and razor wire should be a sign to stay away.
You see, a Scottish shoplifter, Aaron Morrison, was picked up after pinching a bottle of vodka from a liquor store. It didn't take long. Didn't take a Sherlock Holmes to find Morrison, though. His name and phone number were left with the clerk.
Oh, good.
After asking her out on a date.
Because that's what. Yeah, that. I mean,
hey baby, you want to go out on a date with me while I steal this vodka? He's eventually going to get out of jail.
He's eventually going to get out of jail.
Yes, eventually.
He's going to need to start his life over again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, start a family. You know, you might as well, lay that foundation now.
Yes,
I think he's thinking ahead.
He's laying it at her feet. Look, I'm going to be busy for a while, and but when I get back, when I come back, please, here's my number.
Hey, psst, call me. Okay.
Hey.
So, in line with that, a trio of drug thieves thought it was their lucky day. They broke into a home in Silver Springs, Florida. Florida again. And they discovered 3 jars of cocaine.
Really?
That's the mother load right there, man.
Jars of cocaine?
Yeah, 3 jars. Because that's where you keep jars, or cocaine is in jars, right? Right there next to the moonshine and everything. They took it home and snorted the contents. And that's when they discovered that the jars were, in fact, urns. And they were snorting the cremated remains of the victim's husband and 2 dogs.
So wait. Okay. I'm guessing that these jars weren't just jars. They were probably ornate.
I would assume so.
It's not like a cookie jar or a jar that you would put, I don't know, like flour in or sugar in.
Yeah, it's not like my jar back here.
Right, it's not that jar.
Pretty sands and
not the pretty
everything
sand
else.
jar.
It doesn't have that. I would assume that if you're going to take the time to keep the burnt, dead remains of loved ones, you're not going to keep them in clear, raggedy, mason ball jars.
Yeah, you're not going to keep them in a basic mason jar. But that's not all, folks.
No.
Apparently, Bring Your Child to Work Day is a long-honored tradition that allows children to see what goes on around the world in businesses and other such, while also getting the chance to watch their parents apply their trade, right? Well, one crook brought his young son along with him on a job, which he happened to be trying to rob a pet store. He was soon caught after, minus something very important. His son. Whoops.
There are so many more. We're going to save these for next Friday, I think.
Oh, yeah, I think we really do. I think this is a good idea. I think we need to keep these for next Friday. Kind of like find a way to mark it so we can keep it here at this level.
Going to.
Yeah, mark it out, and then we can do that. Folks,
Thank you so much. So, for hanging out with us. You didn't have to, but you did.
Yep.
It's Friday. Make some go to DOAEshow.com. Flag, the shirt. Radio.com.
I don't think anybody can hear you, Dylan.
Are you kidding me?
No, I think the music is playing over top of you. So, without further ado, go to DOAEshow.com, go to everywhere else, go to Mojo50, go to mojocon.org, go find us. We will be there, or at least I will be there.
I'm working on it.
Now,
Doc Thompson, we know where you are.
Anyang, you go home.
We have to put that.
Shut up, man. Everybody can't hear you. I can't hear you at all.
My gain is turned up loud.
No.